Hey, what's up guys? So I'm going to talk to you guys about Mermails today because as far as the competitive scene goes, I really feel like Elemental Dragons, or the Dragon Rulers as they call it now, and Spellbooks are like so high tier that like not even Mermails, which is like such an insanely good deck, like it's like called Megalo, not even good. Like Megalo is still like an amazing card, but when you actually compare it to Elemental Dragons, they're not like Elemental Dragon or Spellbook good, because the thing with this deck is you can exhaust your hand. Like if you like lose your hand, it matters. In Spellbooks, it's like you can play all your cards as long as you play Judgment Day before. Don't even worry about it. You can get every play negated as long as you activate a Judgment. You're fine. Don't even worry about it. And there's like you have 3 Judgment, you have 6 cards that search out Judgment. It's like you have too much advantage in the game to easily just like make like awful plays and just still win. With Mermails, if you make an awful play, it usually costs you a game, and that's why I like Mermails, because I feel like in the right player's hand, the deck looks so much better than E-Dragons or anything like that. Because in E-Dragon Mirror Match, if any of you guys play, it's just Big Eye War. It's just all day, it's just Big Eye, okay, take your Draco Sack, okay, attack a Draco Sack, kill the token or whatever. And then the next player goes and he goes, okay, Big Eye, take your Big Eye, okay, Big Eye, take back my Draco Sack. Like, it just becomes a Big Eye War. It's kind of funny because like that's just really what it comes down to. As far as like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, like it's just Big Eye, Big Eye, Big Eye. But the thing is, with Mermails right now, I feel like when you go for a Gaios, there's a lot of times where Gaios is just a fantastic card. However, the problem is, Gaios not so great against Spellbooks. Spellbooks go Fate, or get rid of that thing, I don't like that thing. And then like, the Elemental Dragons will just be like, okay, Draco Sack pop, and you're like, okay, obviously I'm going to negate that. And then they're like, oh, don't worry, I'm playing E-Dragons, I literally never lose card advantage, and I never get punished for any of my plays. Let me just go ahead and make a Big Eye now, and let me just, take your Gaios. And then it's like, okay, now I'm playing Mermails. I usually use a few cards probably to get out a Gaios, and I have to deal with an Abyss Gaios and a Big Eye. Like, I can't do that because sometimes I feel like you're forced to make a Gaios, like early on. Sometimes you might have to discard like a Diva or, I don't know, a Linde, because you're like, I verse E-Dragons, I need to throw out something on board. Otherwise, at any point, that deck can OTK, and even if the OTK doesn't go through, they can just overlay, and they never lose like hand advantage. Like, no matter what you do, it's just, the deck is just too fast, and like, you really can't do much. And the problem is, I feel like Mermails, sometimes you open up with a mediocre hand. Like, you're like, I can't Gaios first turn, I can't set up for a Megalo until like maybe 1 or 2 turns later. But the thing is, sometimes you're forced to just make these plays, and you have to discard like your Mermails, and some of the Mermails, don't get effects, except for Gun gets her effect. But sometimes you're forced to make these plays, and essentially you're losing advantage in the game. And the thing is, like, E-Dragons, they can do the same thing. Like, they can, like, push really hard, and if their play doesn't go through, they don't get punished for it like Mermails do. And that's kind of the problem that I've been having as far as Mermails. Like, I just went to Regionals on Saturday, and at the top tables, it's just E-Dragons and Spellbooks. And those decks are just, they're too good. Like you can't, like, even though I feel like Mermails are, like, a very good deck, you can't compete with the E-Dragon and Spellbook. Those decks literally, like, don't lose advantage in the game regardless of like what their plays are, and that's kind of a problem, and I'm sure all you guys know that. I mean, yes, I still think Mermails are a good deck in general, but they're not like E-Dragon or Spellbook good, and that's why they've been going down in price. If you guys are interested in getting rid of your Mermail stuff, I do recommend getting rid of it now, because at the current like metagame right now, it's pretty much E-Dragons and Spellbooks. I got rid of all my Megalos. You like my Megalo proxy that I have? It actually looks pretty good on the camera. It's just my webcam that's recording it. But right now I don't have any Megalos, and that's because I got rid of all of mine, because they are going down, and I know a lot of the vendors there, and a lot of like, I'll talk to them about like, what cards we think are going to go up in price, because we always have predictions on stuff like that. But yeah, they're like, yeah, getting rid of Megalos, I'm not even picking them up anymore unless they're like really cheap. And I was like, yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, because he's like, if it's not E-Dragons or Prophecy or Spellbooks, you're not going to even have like a chance at like really selling them for like high prices. I mean, the hot deck right now is E-Dragon and Spellbooks. I actually, let me show you guys. I actually picked up, see, here's my binder now. I actually got 3 High Priestesses, because I was like, I was thinking about building this deck actually that I actually uploaded yesterday. It was the what was it, the Dark Eradicator deck, and this was a problem with it. I forgot that, well, actually, I didn't, like, remember that it was only quick play. I was like, oh, every time you activate a spell card is so good, I'm just going to FTK every E-Dragon player. And then I was like, it's quick play only, and, I'm sorry, it's normal spell cards, and I won't get my effect if it's quick plays. I'm like, it's cool, during the end phase, when I add all these cards with Judgment Day, I can just chain them all. I was running Hand Destruction, I was like, you know, it's fine, I'll get this. And then, once I played in DevPro, I'm like, oh, shoot, that's not very good. So now, I'm not really stuck with playing it. I mean, I can build whatever deck I really want to build, because I have a lot of cards, and then I got 2 boxes of Tachyon Galaxy that I'm opening up, so hopefully I can get something good out of those. But I want to play, I want to play Mermails if I was playing competitively, but the thing is, I feel like E-Dragons are honestly a better deck, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree with me on that. Because, like I said, like, that deck never loses an advantage. It's just so good. Well, in Spellbooks, it's like Jowgen, and it's like, oh, it's like, it's always open up Jowgen, and then, well, they go, obviously Judgment Day. And then on the end phase, they go, Jowgen, set Fate. And you're like, oh, I can't make any plays. And that's really a bummer, and that's just kind of like the problem that I've been having with Mermails, at least, and when I'm playing against like the toppest of tier, because even though, like I said, I felt Mermails are like a really good deck, they're not E-Dragon or Spellbook good. So if you guys are Mermail players, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on Mermails this format, because the way I look at it is everything is going down in price. Like, even the vendors are like selling the stuff for a little bit cheaper, and it's because the deck probably won't be doing as good. But I want it to be good because I love watching. Like, if you guys have watched Jeff Jones play, oh my gosh, Jeff Jones is like so amazing at playing Mermails. Like, I love watching him playing Mermail Mirror Match. I love Mermail Mirror Match. In fact, sometimes it's a little derpy. Like, they just go, oh, Megalo reveal, okay, pop game. But like in Mirror Match, like game 1 is just so much fun to watch. Game 2, Vanity's Fiend is just like, it just destroys it. It's like Son of Vanity's Fiend, okay game. Unless they're playing Undying build. But generally, it's more entertaining to watch like a Mermail player play, because there's so many times, like I said, I watched so many plays of Jeff Jones playing the deck, and there's so many times where I'm like, okay, Jeff Jones, like, he's lost this at this point, and he always comes back from it, and I love watching those, duels where one of the player, like, you think that he's definitely going to lose the game, and then he goes for this, like, crazy play, and he comes back from it, and it's absolutely awesome. It's absolutely ridiculous. It reminds me of, like, the Plant Day. I love plants. That was, like, the deck to play, because I felt like the better player always, like, had a better chance at winning. That's what I really like about certain decks. Like, I feel like Mermail Mirror Match, usually the better player ends up winning, because that's just how it is. But yeah, that said, if you're playing Mermails, or if you've played Mermails, or maybe if you've been playing against them, you're playing E-Dragons or stuff like that, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Mermails against like the higher tier decks, or just Mermails in general, because like I said, I really want to play this deck, but I'm kind of hesitant to pick up more Megalos again, because I mean, it's fine. I feel like they're going to go down in price anyway, so I'll pick them up in a couple of weeks once they're like really cheap. But yeah, I want them to be able to compete, but I just don't know I have any plays that you can make, because like I said, Gaios is a great card, but Gaios against E-Dragons, like, it's not too great, because they always go Draco Sack Pop, and you negate, and then they go, Big Eye, take yours, your Gaios, and you're like, my Gaios! But yeah, what are some combos that you guys do? Currently, what I've been doing, if they play against Lad, I mean, it's not too like horrible. It's not like that much of a nightmare. As long as you open up with Sphere, like, you can activate effect, and obviously since Lad can't negate in the same chain, you just go Sphere, go for Sleek, go for Megalo, run over that thing, and then try to make a Gaios, and even then, like, they end up stealing it, like I said, anyways. But a play I've been going for Mistswarm so much right now against certain decks, just to try to, like, OTK them, because there are times in spellbooks where they'll have, like, one set Fate, and they'll have, I don't know what they'll have on the field. They'll have, like, maybe, like, a T-Roar face down, and, like, I'll just try to go for game, they go T-Roar, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. But, like, sometimes you can Mistswarm them and go for game relatively quick, at least against spellbooks, or sometimes against E-Dragons, too, depending on what they, like, went for first turn. One thing that's really funny is I love it when first turn, E-Dragon players go for first turn Big Eye. Like, there's a lot of, like, bad E-Dragon players. Like, there's so many players that are playing that are just not good. I went to a regional, like I said, last Saturday, and at the top table is literally like all E-Dragons and all spellbooks. But this is the thing that even proves them that they're even more broken. I knew people that were only playing one Big Eye, one Draco Sack, because they couldn't afford them, and they were still at the top tables, because it doesn't matter, the deck is so good. I'm just going to just make, I mean, you only really need one Big Eye, one Draco stack, if you're playing against like a lower tier deck, like you can still like just dominate them completely because you still have like 28 beaters, and like that just proves to you guys that the deck is like too good, too fast, too furious. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any thoughts on Mermails or like combos to beat E-Dragons, to beat the spellbooks, I feel like spellbooks, like you have like one chance to OTK them because they go off with Judgment, and if you don't OTK them, if they have a Threat in your set, you're pretty much set up to like lose because once they get too much fates down, and that library, if they play the library build that has like 20 counters on it, like it's so difficult to make a play. But anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts, like I said, and we'll get some discussions going on because that's what I wanted to do today. I want to talk about Mermails because I love the deck as far as like watching it play against like other high tier decks and like winning, because it's the coolest deck to watch, to be honest. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Asian Eyes signing out.